A Stamford police officer recovering tonight after a foot chase sent him to the hospital. Good evening, everybody. I'm Keith Koontz.
I'm Ann Nyberg. Police say Officer Troy Strausser is in critical condition at Norwalk Hospital.
Officials say Strausser was chasing a robbery suspect when he fell about 20 feet off a bridge on I-95. News 8's Allie Reed has details.
It's pretty upsetting.
He's lived next door to Stamford police officer Troy Strausser and his wife and 3 young kids for about 5 years. He says whether he's at work, playing with his kids, or playing on their softball team, Officer Strausser always gives 110%.
Very, very big family man. Always out with the kids. I know he works the midnight shift, so when he gets home, the kids get out of school, he's out there playing ball with them in the yard.
Around 1 o'clock this morning, Officer Strausser chased after a robbery suspect who'd fled from Stamford to Norwalk. The suspect got out of his car and took off on foot. The suspect then jumped over a bridge and onto a cement abutment in the woods over I-95. Officer Strausser went right after him. Police say this is where the officer chased the robbery suspect, and because he was running so fast and it was dark out, he lost his footing and fell 20 feet right down there onto that guardrail.
I know I was in fear when this thing went out, as I heard the pursuit develop and what had taken place.
Officer Strausser fell face down on the guardrail and was immediately rushed to Norwalk Hospital.
It was a violent fall. As far as the nature of his injuries, I'm going to keep that private to the family.
Despite his serious injuries, it was his family who he was most worried about.
I've been up all night with the family, and his wife is holding up unbelievable. I trained Troy, and he's a heart of gold. So he did his job. He did his job.
Officer Strausser was due to play in his first softball game of the season tonight. Instead, he's in the intensive care unit at Norwalk Hospital fighting for his life.
It's like I said to the guys on the phone today, you just never know. You never know what's going to happen, so you got to enjoy life to the fullest.
And it sounds like he did.
He did. He does. He does.
Stamford's police chief just arrived on the scene here to pay his visits to the 38-year-old officer. He's a father of 3 young children. Other officers have been stopping by throughout the day to offer their support to the officer and his family. Now, as for the suspect, he is behind bars. He's 30-year-old Norwalk resident Frank Douglas. He has an extensive criminal history. He's been arrested 15 times, police say, and he is currently on parole. He will be arraigned in a Stamford court tomorrow. Reporting live in Norwalk, Allie Reed, News 8.